Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Whew, just getting imported. I did not bother last night. I went to bed, so I'm a bad boy. But I don't go until 4:30 today, so I figured, why bother? And the media mod's supposed to show up for the GoPro today, so we'll see if it's here by the time before I leave. I don't know if I'm still going to meet Shane for a walk, because I hate to leave and come back, because that'll just, there's already disruption outside, because now they're going to dig up our side of the yard. So, and as big of a mess as they've left everybody else, I can't wait to see how bad it looks today. But, I don't know. Anyway, Priya's having a field day already. She's like, burr, 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 burr. Yeah? You tell him, Puddin'. You tell him. Had to put her collar on first thing. Oh, wrong way. You got your collar on there, sweetheart. I'd be careful. Yes, you do. Oh, yeah, real quick. Let's see if I can. So, those are the guys that came. Remember I said about red tips and white tips? So there's the other ones. And it's ever so slightly longer. That white tooth is now red. I don't even know if you can physically even see that it's a little bit longer. I didn't even unpack them last night. So, Rode sent them pretty quick. It was funny though, because they sent me some return authorization code, and I was like, do I have to send things back to you? And then the next thing you know, boom, there it is in the mail. So, alright. Oh, it's not rendered all the way yet. What the hell's going on? I gotta move their vehicles for these guys. Oh wow, they're almost out in front of us already. Oh lovely, oh lovely, oh lovely. Drop it on the sidewalk. That's just freaking awesome. I just shake my freaking head. I just cannot believe this is how they're doing this. Dumping all the dirt on the sidewalk. Unbelievable. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. At least, we were concerned that they were going to dig in much deeper, like way back in here. Kind of happy they're near the sidewalk, but the fact that they're covering the sidewalk in dirt is lunacy. And this is just unbelievable. I thought yesterday was bad. It looks like they're done with our side. I don't know for 100%. And they honestly cleaned up the sidewalk a bit more than I thought they were going to be able to with the way they had it piled on here. But it did start raining on them, and so guess what? It's a little bit muddy. Which means you're going to be tracking all this crap in your house. That's awesome. One more thing they can complain about when you go to move out. Media mod is supposed to be here between 3:30 and I think 7:30, something like that. UPS does normally get here right about the time I would need to leave. Come on, let's go. About 4 o'clock. So we'll see. However, DC Rainmaker, he actually did a video on it. A couple other YouTubers have as well. I like to go back and look at other people's reviews just to see, find out some ideas before I actually get to play with it. I think I wasted my money already. So basically, you have to pull the battery door off in order to install this thing, and the media mod is not waterproof, plus has 3 open ports. So now right now will be okay, I think. It's a light sprinkle, but in a rainstorm, you're not gonna be able to use it. And for some reason, nobody is using the microphones built in on it in stereo. They say it doesn't have the wind reduction like the GoPro currently does built in. But no one's actually proven that, shown it, So that'll be one thing I can do differently. 2 different videos I watched. They use the front, or they use the back, or they plugged a microphone in, but they did not put it in stereo mode and try that. And got my shower. Obviously, as you can tell, I've shaved. Or you're sitting there going, something's different about this video. And Bria and I took a nice little nap. Sat through a few YouTube videos, and tried to sleep through Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. kind of woke up through that. So, she's been my little snuggle partner. So I'm taking her for a walk. I don't know if Mateo did come downstairs when we came out. Maybe get him for another lap. Caught him. Wasn't so much fun. He wouldn't come for a cookie, and I was gonna go upstairs and get a piece of paperwork to call the financial companies. And he didn't move, so I picked his ass up and took him outside. Right, little man? Oh. Well, so far UPS never delivered. So hopefully we don't get a huge rainstorm or anything, because it'll be sitting out there for quite a few hours if it shows up. We're literally across the freaking street from the UPS distribution center, and we're the last ones on the damn run. I'm going to say when I used to get off on Wednesdays, I'd see them come through anywhere from 3:30 to 4:30, sometimes 5 o'clock, but yeah. Oh well. Like I said, I already know it's not gonna be something that's gonna work for me. Although, you know, I haven't heard the damn thing work in stereo yet. So I don't know. But when we get home tonight, that'll give me something to film with the Sony real quick, and then yeah. Oh yeah, I got out of the house right at 4:01. Put Terry's car back. I don't know what time they left, like 1:30, right? It was before 2 o'clock, I know that. Before 1:30, hell, I came downstairs at that point. But, you know, they must be coming back another time, though, to kind of do all the groundwork now. The other side, there was one guy working on leveling out things, and he was not doing a very good job. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's pretty bad. I like one of the luckiest people in the world. I don't even know if I mentioned it earlier. So I went to call the finance people to find out what we are eligible for. When I opened up my AirPods 2, the left one was missing. So I knew where I parked. I knew yesterday when I got out of the car, after I called the realtor, that the AirPod case had fallen off my lap and on the ground. And I just picked it up and went inside, not realizing that it popped open and the left one came out. So Aaron was parked in that spot. I get here, as I'm pulling in, I see a white, you saw how small they are. They're not very big. I saw this little white thing under the car. I'm like, oh my God. Sure enough, wasn't it still sitting in the parking lot under Aaron's car a day later? Lucky, 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 lucky. And another question I have is, when the hell did boxers go to the price of gold? $17.46 for freaking 5 pairs. Ridiculous for Hanes. But it was the cheapest thing there. It's like, I know I need to replace them, but man, now I know why I haven't done it. I don't go through that area very often. It's like, holy crap. I think Christmas time, we get our extra 15% off. I need to make sure I stock up on, like, 2 weeks worth of boxers this coming year. And every year going forward, it needs to automatically put on my list. And I got another pair of insoles because the ones I bought do not work. My feet are killing me. My legs are killing me. I got the extra heavy duty ones for men over 200 pounds, which I don't think I am anymore, but I'm close to that point. There's nothing in the ball area of your foot, and I'm in, right now, like, the back of my left leg is just, like, I can't even describe it. Radiating pain. Alright, time to go home. Hopefully, open up the media mod. I know it said it delivered. Terry never mentioned anything about taking a package inside, though. I honestly don't think I'm keeping it, because it's a rainy night. Can't use that thing on it outside, and if you can't use it all the time, I don't. DC Rainmaker was making the big point. Well, the 3.5 millimeter jack, or 2.5, whatever it is, this is why I got this, yada yada yada. I wanted better audio with just the damn thing, not with. So I'm going to do some testing with it, do an open box on it real quick, and then play around with it a little bit. But if I have to take it off in bad weather, it just ain't what I want. Alrighty guys, well there it is. The media mod has arrived. I got my GoPro Hero 8 here ready to go. But before we do anything with that, I've already cut the tape. And let's see what you get here. Alright, you get a nice little user guide. That's, tells you what you need to do. And in there is the media mod, which gives you microphones on the front and on the back. Like I was saying earlier, you can do stereo, or you can do front or back priority. Also gives you an HDMI port, a charging port, a USB-C, and your headphone or your microphone jack. I keep saying headphone. Your microphone jack right there. Kind of like the 8. Opens up with the battery door. Pull down. Now obviously with this mod, and where it becomes not waterproof, you have to pull out the waterproof battery door. And then slide it in. Now, some people have said it is kind of tight the first time around. And that seemed to go pretty good, honestly. So there's what the GoPro turns into. Quite a bit bigger. I think it's still pocketable, don't get me wrong. My major thing with the Hero 8 and sound quality wise is they put the microphone like right here when you're holding it. If you're not using a handle, which I never do, you're putting your thumb right over that microphone. This would stop that. But as I mentioned earlier, you've removed the waterproof battery door. It is currently raining outside, so this mod cannot technically be used outside. It'll ruin the camera, it'll ruin the mod, and then you're out the money. Also, you get 2 hot shoe mounts, one on the side, one on the top, because there's also a light, a screen, and then of course you can always hook in your Rode or another type of microphone system if you wanted to. Right now I have double-sided tape on the one, but this will actually, from what I've seen, you just kind of clip that open, it'll slide right in. The receiver would slide in the same way. That doesn't go in very far. And you can only go one way. So right now my microphone would be behind me. But with the Rode, I think you'd be okay. And I got my new Rode thing. See, that's not pulling off. But there is some setup required. It's not just hook it up and go. Now I just did an update on the camera that allows me to run this. Okay, media mod connected. Tap video settings to see your new microphone options. Unlock it. So it does tell you that. That's kind of nice. So we are video settings, and you scroll down. So right now the mic is automatically, I don't know if you can see that, probably can, set to front. Couple double clicks. Okay, so front priority, back priority, and stereo. This is the one I have not seen anybody try out. They talk about it, but they don't show it in video. I don't know why. This was one of the reasons I wanted this mod, was the microphones. And I'm told that they're still not that great. And it's not waterproof. Let's give it a test. Okay, here is a test with the GoPro Media Mod attached in stereo, something I have not seen anybody else do, and it looks like I smudged the screen. Much better. Now the screen's not smudged. Okay, so we're going to use Priya as our point to see how the stereo works, if it keeps the audio even. What are you doing, baby girl? Is Daddy home? You looking at his chicken? Yeah, you looking at my barbecue chicken, you little brat? One of my coworkers gave me a dish of barbecue chicken legs because they don't like legs. Who doesn't like chicken legs? I don't know. But anyway, I got chicken for dinner. Alright, let's switch this thing over to front and back and see the difference. Okay, so since back was the first one to select, now this is the back microphone, which means my finger's right there next to it, but it's still not on it. It's not too handy. I mean, if you're used to holding a big old digital camera like, say, the Sony RX100 VII, yeah, this doesn't even come close to being that size. Now I'm going to turn it around and show Priya again. Probably should hear me a little bit better because now I'm talking into that microphone. Okay, now we're set up on the front microphone, talking from the back of it. There's the baby girl. She's such a pretty girl, aren't you? Yeah, you a happy puppy. She says, I want more chicken. Don't give me your shit. She's posing for photos and videos. I swear to God, this dog does. All right, now talking from the front. And we can't leave out the little man because he's hardly in the vlogs anymore. You were the priority for so long, and now you're getting shadowed by the dog, the big dog. Yes. So, we'll see how the audio sounds this way. So I'm rubbing the back one and rubbing the front one. See how... That was another thing that I heard too, was that these don't have very great wind cancellation. So we'll see how that little breath of air did on it. Alrighty guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. We'll play with this a little bit maybe tomorrow if it's not bad weather outside. And I'll see you bright and early. So, good night.